A move to Thailand might be the making of you. You'll have to be uncertain about your future, uncertain about your income, and then you'll be certain about yourself because you become a stronger person.
Hello there.
Hello guys, it's a warm welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally, and on this occasion we're talking about uncertainty. I'm in a fairly uncertain place at the moment. I'm standing on a pedestrian bridge over one of the main arteries of northern Bangkok at 20 to 11 on a Wednesday morning, and I'm pretty uncertain. Not just because if I walk backwards too much I hit the rail, it's at my hip level, I could flip over. That's one of the things about Thailand, by the way. Health and safety is your own concern. It's not necessarily provided for you or thought about by the authorities. Hence, this bridge is fairly flimsy. But guess what? Your life in Thailand can be fairly flimsy. I'm in a situation where I rely on a visa application to be processed and approved so I can continue my life in Thailand. And at the moment, speaking to you at this time, my visa expired, I'm counting the days, about 7 days ago. I applied for my renewal or my extension, visa extension if you will, in adequate time, maybe I think 2 weeks before the expiry date. But at the moment it's still pending. I have to go back to immigration on a specific day within the next week. It's written in my passport to collect or to hear back on whether or not my visa has been approved. Generally speaking, it is, and I continue on my merry way for another year. But at the moment, it's pending. And with that, there's a degree of uncertainty about living here. You know, you're never, as I said in previous videos, you're never totally integrated. And from speaking from my standpoint, that's my own fault, because I don't speak the Thai language fluently, you know. But I'm not gonna, this isn't about speaking Thai, but in terms of your isolation and your uncertainty, certainly not speaking the Thai language will lend itself to a degree of uncertainty while living here. It's down to communication. But there's another aspect to uncertainty about living in Thailand. If you're not fortunate enough to have a retirement pension that you can fall back on and retire comfortably in this wonderful country where you don't have to work, you may find yourself in a degree of uncertainty, as I am going to explain to you now. I work online because, as I said, Thailand's a xenophobic country. There's very, very, very few occupations that Westerners can do in Thailand for financial reward, let's say. So, what do? Well, you do what a lot of people around the world are doing these days. You work online. But working online brings that degree of uncertainty. It really does. I'm expecting a payment from an online institution that I was expecting yesterday, but when I look at my account, it says payment pending. So my visa is pending, and my monthly payment is pending, and I find myself in a degree of uncertainty, and I've taken it to the bridge. Not really, but I put myself here to emphasize the degree of uncertainty that I'm feeling. It really does affect you. There's no doubt about it. If you're on a visa every year, it's called a visa application process. It's an application. You apply. There's no degree of certainty with this whatsoever. And it doesn't matter where you have a kid or 100 kids, you're still on a visa, and it's still an application process. And when you work for I'm not working for an online institution, but I get paid by an online institution, but that online institution has very little communication with the individuals involved. Let's say, without giving too much away, the creators. So you're supposed to be paid between the 21st and the 26th of every month. And every month I have been paid between the 21st or 22nd, maybe 23rd, depending. But today is the 22nd and it's still pending. And there's no communication to tell you why. And it's the same for your visa. There's no one going to tell you why it's taking so long or what stage it is at. It's just you must report back on a given day to either collect or to be informed of the reason why your visa has not been extended. And that gives you so much uncertainty. And if you're living in Thailand, you've got to be ready to be able to deal with uncertainty. Some of the things that I do in Thailand, one of the main things I do in Thailand, I'm a YouTube creator. And I need to be motivated to do that. Well, you see, when your payment is pending, you kind of lack motivation. You want that boost of confidence to say, yes, this is worthwhile. This is why I'm doing it. I'm going to go out and create. But because of the fact that the payment is pending, there's a bit of a lackluster feel to the way I feel today. But I never say die, because I'm a born salesman. Well, not born. Salesmen aren't born. Salesmen develop. People are born, and people develop into different things. So I was always a salesman, and it doesn't matter if you're waiting for your payment to come true, or it doesn't matter if the sales are not at what you hope they would be. You still gotta get out there and knock on doors and make it happen. So no matter how you feel, you get up and you get to it and you get at it. And for me, I'd rather, to be honest with you, I'd rather not live in a place that provides me. What does provide me? I'd rather not be in a place where I feel uncertain. But there's always uncertainty no matter whatever we do. But there's a high degree of uncertainty when you come to live in Thailand, because you're not Thai and you're on a visa. And generally speaking, if you're working, I'd say a large proportion of you are working online. And there's a lot of uncertainty with that, because it's not a tactile job. You're not in an office. You're not talking to your manager every day. You can't go to HR and explain a problem that you may have. And that in itself lends itself to uncertainty. I've actually grown. To be honest with you, I've grown a lot as a person since I've been here. I'm self-sufficient, as I alluded to. No, I didn't allude to it. I said it in the previous video. We're the eternal guests here. And the Thai authorities don't give you anything. Not like the nanny state back home where you're provided with X, Y, and Z even though you're not working. Here, if you don't work, you starve. So therefore, I am a stronger and a better person because I came to Thailand. Because there is no nanny state to take care of me. I have to provide for myself. And I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. But necessity is the mother of invention. So there you go, lads. A move to Thailand might be the making of you. You'll have to be uncertain about your future, uncertain about your income, and then you'll be certain about yourself because you become a stronger person. I hope you've gained something by watching this video. I've gained a lot in sharing my experience with you. I gain a lot in sharing my experiences with you. It's like a therapy. And I want to thank you very much for that. But make sure, if you haven't done so already, click that like button, click the share button, click the subscribe button, but most of all, click the notifications bell. and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks a million.